Siberia is a land larger than the USA and Europe combined. Many languages that are ancient survive here. Today, we will go through Siberia's main language families, tell you how many people speak each one, the year those figures were recorded, whether the languages are thriving or endangered, and explain what makes each of them linguistically unique. Before we begin, it's important to note that the numbers I provide come mostly from Russian national censuses and academic studies. Census years vary, commonly from 2010 or 2020 to 2021. And where possible, I've used the most recent official counts. I will mention the year for each figure. Sources are available in the description. We are going to start with the largest language group in Siberia, the Turkic languages, from Yakut in the frozen northeast to Tuvan in southern Siberia and Dolgan in the high Arctic. These languages remain regionally strong, with centuries of history reflected in the grammar and phonology. Sakha, also known as Yakut, is spoken across the Sakha Republic and has roughly 460 to 470,000 speakers according to the 2021 census, making it the largest indigenous language in Siberia. It is agglutinative, using vowel harmony and an extensive case system of over 15 cases. Word order is typically SOV, and the modern Cyrillic alphabet was adopted in the 1930s. Its vocabulary has absorbed the Russian loanwords but retains rich indigenous terms. Tuvan, spoken in the mountains of Tuva, has approximately 280,000 speakers as of 2021. It is also agglutinative with vowel harmony and features complex verbal morphology that marks evidentiality, indicating whether a speaker witnessed an event. Tuvan is famous for throat singing, or hume, which reflects unique phonetic characteristics. It uses a Cyrillic script adapted for the language. Dolgon, spoken in northern Yakutia and the Timur Peninsula, has about 1,000 speakers according to the 2021 census, and is considered endangered. It is closely related to Sakha, but has simpler morphology. Many younger Dolgon speakers primarily use Russian, making the survival of the language increasingly precarious. Next is the Uralic family. While Uralic languages are better known in Europe as Finnish or Hungarian, most Uralic languages are up north, like the ones in Siberia, the Nenets, Khanty, and Mansi. Nenets, spoken in tundra and forest dialects, has between 30 and 38,000 speakers according to the 2020 census. It is agglutinative, uses SOV word order, and has postpositions instead of prepositions. Tundra Nenets is a larger dialect, with specialized vocabulary for reindeer herding and tundra life. Writing employs a Cyrillic-based alphabet adapted to the language. Khanty has roughly 13 to 14,000 speakers, reported in recent data, while the total ethnic population is around 31,000. Khanty is agglutinative, employs consonant gradation, has a rich system of cases, and exists in several dialects that are not always mutually intelligible. The Cyrillic script is used for literacy, but oral tradition remains strong. Mansi is severely endangered, with just over 1,000 speakers according to the 2021 census. It features a complex case system with more than a dozen cases and rich verb morphology, making tense, mood, and evidentiality. Younger generations predominantly speak Russian, so fluent Mansi speakers are mostly elderly. The Tungusic languages were once spoken by hunters and traders across Siberia, stretching from the Yenisei River to the Pacific. Today, their speakers are fewer, but the languages reflect centuries of adaptation to the forests and mountains. Evenki, with roughly 13,000 to 16,000 speakers, is agglutinative, has SOV word order, uses postpositions, and encodes evidentiality in verbs. Dialects vary widely, and writing is mostly Cyrillic with some Latin attempts. Evan, another Tungusic language, has about 5,600 speakers and exhibits polysynthetic tendencies, where a single verb can encode subject, object, and tense. Nenai, spoken along the Amur River, has roughly 1,300 speakers. It is agglutinative, with some dialects exhibiting vocal distinctions, and it uses Cyrillic for writing. Other Tungusic languages, such as Olch, Oroch, and Negidal, have fewer than 100 speakers each, and employ complex verb incorporation and rich spectral and mood systems. At the far northeastern edge of Siberia, Chukotka and Kamchatka was highly polysynthetic languages shaped by the environment and subsistence on sea and tundra. Chukchi, with around 8,500 to 8,600 speakers, uses an ergative absolutive alignment, SOV order, and incorporates objects into verbs. Its writing system is Cyrillic, but oral traditions remain dominant. Kordak, with about 1,500 to 1,700 speakers, is similarly polysynthetic and endangered. Alyutor has fewer than 50 speakers and is critically endangered with fluent use limited to a handful of edlers. Yukaghir is one of Siberia's smallest language families, surviving in remote northeastern regions. Tundra Yukaghir has around 370 speakers and uses SOV word order, a limited case system, and consonant alternations. Kolimo, or Omo Yukaghir, survives with roughly 10 to 20 speakers, nearly all elderly, and is critically endangered. Both languages contain highly nuanced vocabulary for the environment and subsistence practices. On Siberia's extreme northeast coast, Siberian Yupik connects communities to Inuit population across the Bering Strait. Siberian Yupik has roughly 1,100 speakers in Russia, born in Alaska, and is polysynthetic, uses noun incorporation and extensive verb morphology to mark tense, aspect, and mood. Oral culture dominates, and the language survives mainly in small coastal communities. Ket is the last surviving member of the Yeniseian family, a linguistic isolate with no clear relatives except for proposed distant links to North American Na-Dene languages. With fewer than 20 fluent speakers, Ket is critically endangered. It is agglutinative, SOV tonal in some dialects, and has complex verb morphology. Its survival depends entirely on the remaining elderly speakers. Overall, a few Siberian languages remain strong and regionally significant, while many others are endangered or critically endangered. Languages like Sakha and Tuvan function widely alongside Russian, but Yukaghir, Ket, Alyutor, some Tungusic languages, and several Chukotka languages survive mainly among elderly speakers. Urban migration, Russian schooling, intermarriage, and historical pressures have all contributed to declining transmission. Still, revitalization projects, school programs, and digital archives provide hope for some of these languages. I have created a website for my sources in the description, including census data, Ethnologue, the Endangered Languages Project, and scholarly studies. Siberia's languages are not merely tools for communication. They are carriers of memory, identity, and culture.